For this film response, we will be talking about the movie Paris, Texas and how it correlates to MISE-EN-SCE. It is by Wim Wenders. The textbook I will be using to refer to for definitions is Looking at Movies by Richard Barsom and Dave Monahan. MISE-EN-SCENE is staging or putting on an action or a scene. Two major components that go with this are design and composition. Design is the process by which the look of the settings, props, lighting, use of color, and actors is determined. While composition is the organization, distribution, balance, and general relationship of actors and objects within the space of each shot. In composition, there is the rule of thirds. That enables filmmakers to maximize the potential of the image, balance its elements, and create the illusion of depth. Here is an example of Jim from The Office using rule of thirds. Characteristics of close framing are: off-screen space is insignificant, self-contained, does not anticipate a cut, characters remain in frame, characters framed in another frame, and off-screen space is significant but access denied. Characteristics of open framing are: off-screen space is significant, it does anticipate a cut, and characters are allowed to leave frame or cut to action outside of a frame. Now, enough of definitions. Here are some examples of lighting and color in the movie Paris, Texas. Sorry the quality is bad, but in this scene there's bright blue colors and it looks like a feeling of hope and happiness. That's what it seemed like they were trying to express. Here is the color scheme of that specific scene. Here are some other color schemes. Green was very prominent in this movie. I interpret it as everything is going to be okay, green means go, it's close to the end. Now this scene, I think they specifically chose red to convey the message of sexiness and vulnerability. Here are some other color schemes. A technique used a lot in this film is over the shoulder. It is a way of putting two characters in the frame together. It makes us anticipate the rearrangement of the space through a reverse cut to a character we can't fully see. Here are some more examples. Now we have an interview with the director. I specifically chose this clip because the way he was talking about framing and art is how he portrayed it in the movie itself.
I don't necessarily think I had an idea what beauty was, but paintings were, everything was in great proportions. I think I was very much attracted to frames, and I liked the idea that everything was framed in painting.
On that note, we will now be talking about shot reverse and open framing. In this specific scene, it shows that it allowed negative space in the shot to be filled by the brother who is not seen, but you can clearly see that in the mirror they are looking at each other, so it is significant that the brother is there. The next topic is compositional stress. That occurs when we feel like a character is on the wrong side of the frame. Here's an example. This picture can mean a lot of things. It is probably one of the most popular pictures to explain this topic. With the way it is framed, it kind of shows that there is an awkward tension between the brother and himself. It also suggests that Travis is significant in this scene, but it does show the outside scenery and Travis looking in the horizon. In Paris, Texas, I feel like color, light, costume, and setting all relate to the significance of the narrative. Everything that they do is so carefully designed to make sure that they portray the message of this movie.